Hello, welcome back to Broken Sword. Unfortunately, I had to postpone the stream 2 times this week, but today we're gonna do it. And that means probably today and immediately tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, viewer, welcome. Let's check. We were in Ireland. We found the gem of the Templars, and now we're back in Paris, and we have two new areas. Area 1 is where we are here now. It's like the place where all the Templars were killed, Rue de Montfaucon. And second one is the hospital where apparently some kind of underworld gangster is lying that is also interested in the whole Templar thingy, but I don't know more until now. So I would guess we're starting with the Policia.
Excuse me, officer.
And how may I help you?
Shouldn't you be off directing traffic or something?
You have seen the Parisian traffic, no?
Yeah, so?
I could direct the traffic. The most dangerous, the east side of Rome. Or I can sit here and enjoy the sun, the architecture, and the Sauvignon. Which would you choose?
Yeah, but I'm not a policeman. What happened to duty?
An excellent question, monsieur.
Tell me about the Templars.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. Only that they were excommunicated in 1312 and hanged in their dozens within this very square.
Very accurate.
Boy, what they teach in the police academy these days.
No, monsieur. I read it on that board over there.
Okay.
I'll
Let's
see you around.
leave
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
drunk, but there. So, I guess we will need him later for questioning.
In French, English, and German it read, in 1312, Pope Clement V dissolved the Knightly Order of the Templars and excommunicated its members on charges of heresy. In the following 2 years, many of the knights were hanged on this site. Their Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt at the stake on an island in the Seine.
Okay. Fountain.
There was no water to frolic about in, and the leaf mold that was collecting there just wasn't the same somehow.
What?
There was no water to frolic about in, and the leaf mold that was collecting there just wasn't the same somehow.
I don't get it. What does he mean with that? Okay. Nothing here, so we're going upstairs to the church. Oh, there's the knights. Sarcophagus of the knights. Or two pews. Let's go to the pew.
I didn't have time to sit around.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sitting down, relaxing, thinking about stuff.
Waiting in prayer for the judgment day.
Oh, I sense a puzzle.
Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess. Just think, there's a dead guy under there.
Yeah.
I was surprised Philippe le Bel had left this place alone.
Oh, window.
Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout.
Sunday school. It's also something very American, isn't it? At least nothing that's happening so often in Europe, I guess.
The statue had any secrets. It was concealing them pretty well. A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll.
Well, there's something with the staff because it's the only thing that is not
Well, I could have
out of
just taken
stone.
the end off the staff,
Sure.
but I wanted to be sure what I'd be getting out of vandalizing a church,
Ah,
other
okay.
than deported.
Good. That will then only become relevant later. Oh, wait. Look at the scroll.
Per disciplinum meum lux videbis.
Oh, what?
A bit of a stained glass window. Wow! Hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess.
He looked at this one here. Well, probably the statue's turning later, or what we're looking at is exactly what we need, but we just don't understand it by now. Okay. Yeah, I know you don't want to sit down. Okay. Then going back outside, trying the police officer again. And oh, the manhole cup. Ooh, wait a
I
minute.
couldn't open it with my bare hands.
Yeah, you can't, but we still have that. Yup.
Hey, you! What
course.
do you think you are doing? Leave that camera alone, now.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Alrighty, so he's just here to block us from going in there.
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The pattern looks Middle Eastern. Beyond that, who knows?
Have you seen this man before?
No. Who is it?
I believe him to be an international assassin.
Oh.
Is that all you can say? Oh.
I did wonder if I should say that I believe you to be an international paranoiac, but it didn't seem polite.
No, it's not.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself barely in time. Electrocuting a cop would not have been smart. They'd rebuild the Bastille just so they could throw me in and throw away the key.
Police officer who's
Oui,
drinking
monsieur. I'll be there.
while on duty? Okay. I think that's all for now here. Then let's go to the Hospital Montfaucon Airport. There.
The old building managed to retain some of its original grandeur, but the modern additions look like a baseball cap on a statue of a medieval saint.
Okay.
There was no sign of the crew of the ambulance.
Doctor. Let's talk to him first.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Call me George if you like.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's my name.
My name's Benoit, but everyone calls me Benny.
Bunny.
That's
Dr.
right.
Bunny.
I used to have this cute habit when I was a kid.
Keep it to yourself, Benoit.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
And sir, I don't know much about any of the patient.
I've never met a doctor who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
Shake my hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No, sir.
Okay.
See you later.
Great.
Right. Then let's go to the receptionist.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Is this the Hagenmeyer Clinic?
That's correct.
I thought I was in a garden center.
Oh, the plans. They were my idea. A little greenery to evoke the spirit of nature. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Jacques Marquet.
It's a little
Oh,
different.
yes. Are you related to our client, sir?
Yeah. He's my daddy. Should I lie? If I say no, I'm not be let in. If I say yes, I need... Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'm his long-lost brother.
A brother
Yeah.
half his age with a different name and an American accent.
Stupid.
Yeah, people always say that. I blame Mom. We were separated at an early age.
Stop.
After a mix-up
Stop.
in the nursery at the
It's
Oakland
over.
shopping mall.
I've never
done.
heard anything so ridiculous in all my life.
I guess not. So, do I get to see Marquet before the funeral?
That attitude will get you nowhere. My instructions were quite clear. No one gets to see Marquet. So unless you can prove you're a relative or a close acquaintance, you're wasting your time here.
Alrighty.
Has Marquet had a visit from a pair of gangsters?
I should hope not. Can you describe them?
A
Luigi?
thin guy who looks like a
Vario.
weasel and his friend, the gorilla.
Sounds as if they escaped from the zoo.
Has Marquet been visited by a man in a clown costume?
Oh no.
You haven't seen a man in disguise?
Well, there's Theodore the bear. He comes every Thursday to entertain the children. Personally, I think he scares them half to death in that crummy old bear suit. If I
Probably.
was stuck on my back with tubes in every orifice, he's the last person I'd want to see.
Why is he actually in the hospital? I forgot.
Have you seen this man here at the clinic?
No, sir. And I never forget a face.
That's good. Okay.
Have you heard of the Club Alamet?
No. It sounds romantic, doesn't it? The kind of place where you get little umbrellas and whelks.
Huh? That's romantic?
Interesting how the sound quality changes sometimes between the lines.
Look at this ID pass.
So you're Merlin. Marquet's been asking for you.
For me?
Yes. He was shouting your name when they brought him in here. Now, let me see. He was on
Oh.
Ward B12, as I recall. Oh, he's being transferred to... Oh dear. He's on Ward J2.
Which means dying.
Nurse Grendel's ward.
What's so bad about Nurse Grendel?
She runs that ward like a South American prison.
Keeping a well-disciplined ward isn't a crime, is it?
Well disciplined. In the discipline and punishment stakes, she'd whip the butt off the Marquis de Sade. Everything, I mean everything, is done to a strict routine. 6 o'clock, alarm call. 6:10, bowel movements, and woe betide anyone who doesn't have a result. Those patients of hers are like Pavlova's dogs.
She sounds like a real nightmare.
And
Ring a
then
bell
some.
and you shit your pants.
If Nurse Grendel is that bad, how come the authorities tolerate her?
She's like part of the furniture.
Oh, you mean she's been here a long time?
No, I mean there's not a man in this clinic who hasn't sprawled out on her.
I was beginning to get the picture. This woman was jealous, with a big green capital J.
What did she just say?
How do I find Nurse Grendel's ward?
Down the corridor on the left, turn right at the senior consultant's washroom. Right again at the executive coffee lounge. Bear left past the administrator's sauna. And turn left at the end. That's J2. And good luck.
I remember
Thanks
nothing.
for your help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name's George Stobbart.
No, Merlin,
Really?
idiot.
If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
No.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Does the name Thomas Merlin mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
He has interesting
May I have the
choices
honor of
of
shaking you by
words.
the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
Thanks for your help.
The stuff where everyone is having fun with the nurse Brendel. What? Huh? Why? Wrong? Direzioni?
As I
Oh,
turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
true. It sounds. It looks more like a rope than a uniform. There's a door. A4. There's something. Here we go back. Oh man. Okay. He doesn't let me pass.
Hello. What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
It's a deal.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
The shiny.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the corridors?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
Okay, someone's
Yes.
crazy.
Would Mr. Shiny be your polishing machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
Well, today's the day.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you?
No, I
don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind my back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull through.
Whatever you've got with this metal nutfoot is probably a fine and noble thing.
It is. Say, it's not every day I meet someone as crazy as me.
Okay,
Do you know
at least
a nurse
he
called
knows. When he
Grindle?
knows he's crazy, is he
Sure
then
I
really
do.
crazy?
Is she on duty today?
Yeah, end of the corridor, Ward J2.
Okay.
See you later.
Yeah,
Thanks.
take care now.
I go in there.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Okay. That's why we need to undo. Oh no. Okay. Water cooler.
Maybe the face of the unaccountably happy domestic had made me unduly suspicious. I mean, I knew it was only my imagination, but the water tasted, well, peculiar.
Don't they always in those water cooling bottles? Okay, let's pull it out. And go.
As I tugged the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Oh no.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
Now into cupboard. Why are you not moving? Hello? Hello? Can you please? Oh yes, Dr. George Stobbart in the house.
Dr. Stobbart at your service.
Or something like that.
Hello. Oh, hi. No whistling, right?
Right.
Okay,
Nothing really.
then let's move on. Ah, damn it. Here then. Yes. Oh, he looks scary. What? It's a
Good
completely
afternoon, Doctor.
different man.
Oh, hi. Is this Ward J2?
Yes, sir. The patients are ready for your inspection, doctor.
Thank you, nurse. Well, who's first?
Monsieur Croquet in bed 2.
What's his problem?
He's been complaining of loss of consciousness. You'll need this, doctor.
Doctor. What is
She gave
that?
me a long, narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks. Hi, I'm Dr. Stobbart.
Hello, Doctor.
The nurse told me you keep losing consciousness.
That's right. I've had the problem as long as I can remember. It's a real out-of-body experience. Like death, but not so conclusive.
I see. How long does it last?
Just a fraction of a second, and then I recover.
I might not have been a doctor, but I was formulating a diagnosis all the same. This guy was nuts. I know exactly what you mean. It's known in the medical field as blinking.
Is it serious?
Of course it isn't serious. It's perfectly natural.
But just think, 2 seconds every minute. What? That's almost half an hour every day. 2 weeks out of every year spent in total darkness.
I don't have time to listen to this baloney. Which bed is Marquet in?
He's round the corner, in solitary.
What's the matter with him?
I don't know, but the men who brought him in were wearing masks and rubber gloves. Hey, you're a doctor. How come you don't know?
We doctors don't know everything.
Bioweapon?
Then how come you act like you do?
Has Marquet had any visitors?
Nah, neither have I. That's the worst thing about being in hospital. You feel like the rest of the world has abandoned you.
Well, you know how it is. Life goes on.
Thanks for those comforting words.
Okay. Let's take
Do you
your
know
blood
what this piece
pressure.
of equipment is called?
No, I don't.
Blood pressure thingy.
Well, goodbye and good luck.
Thanks, Doc.
Okay. Medical chart.
The graph showed a steady decline in his pulse rate and an increase in his blood pressure. It kind of shook me to see this guy's life reduced to a few jagged lines. The poor guy's temperature had been up and down like a white knuckle ride. No wonder he looked so sick.
Okay. Then let's not talk to him.
His temperature was normal, with little fluctuation either way.
Which is normal.
Hello? Anybody home?
Who are you?
My name is Dr. Stobbart, and I'm here to steer you down the rocky road to recovery.
Dr. Monroe said there was no cure for what I've got.
Your problem is you stayed in bed too long.
Are you sure you're a qualified doctor?
You better believe it.
How can you say
What can you
something
tell me
like
about
this
Marquet?
to a
He's the
patient?
man in the private room, isn't he? That room was mine before I was tossed out like a common squatter.
Well, that room is also quite nice, even though you have to share it with 2 others, but still.
Do you know what's wrong with Marquet?
They won't even say what's wrong with me. Tell me, Doctor, what's your opinion?
It's too early to say.
But I've been here for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
What's your impression of Nurse Grendel?
She's a very efficient young woman.
Efficient? You make her sound like a vacuum cleaner.
I've no complaints.
The woman in reception described Nurse Grendel as a monster.
Well, that's simply not true. She's quite strict, but that's her job, isn't it? You've got to have discipline in a place like this.
True, true.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, Doctor. Who is it?
A cold-blooded killer.
Really? He's a dead ringer for my bank manager. Of course, Mr. Soames hasn't got a scar, and he doesn't come from the Middle East. His hair's a lot grayer, too. Otherwise, it's just like him.
Totally.
Remarkable.
Okay.
See you later.
Grendel. Do we have to talk more?
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
What's his problem?
He's delirious. He just now came out of theater. He's recovering from major surgery.
I'll have him up and about before you can say, Lazarus, get out of your bed and walk.
Yeah? Him?
Hi, it's me again.
What?
I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Why?
I
I'm a
don't know.
doctor. It's my job. I'm going to take your blood pressure.
Okay.
Why? I'm a doctor.
How about shock
I
therapy?
thought about giving him an electric shock, but I just couldn't do that to a sick guy.
Okay. Why should I
See
go
you
back
later.
to him again? He's delirious. He came out of... Is he really here for 3 months, or is he just not knowing what's going on?
Doctor,
What is it now, nurse?
number 2 again. He won't tell me what he wants. He says he'll only talk to a man.
Oh
Do I
my
have
god.
to? That guy's nuts.
Doctor, I'm surprised at you. There's no way to talk about our clients.
Okay, I'll see him. But I'm telling you, he's a hypochondriac.
Though he's an asshole and saying he only wants to talk to a man?
Hello again.
What now? Then talk to
Do you
me.
know what this piece of equipment is called?
No?
Oh my fucking god.
Well,
thanks, Doc.
Yeah, bye bye. When he doesn't want to talk to me, why should I talk to him? No.
Do you have a patient named Marquet on this ward?
Oui, monsieur. He is in the private room at the end of the ward.
Can
He has
I?
been placed in strict
there?
isolation.
Why is Marquet in quarantine?
If you wish to know more, you'll have to speak to Herr Hagenmeier. All I know is that Marquet's room is strictly out of bounds.
Do you know who paid for Marquet's room?
Okay.
No, of course I don't.
Preferential treatment like that must cost an arm and a leg.
That's not my concern, monsieur.
Do you have any clowns on the ward?
Why, yes, we do. A professional clown.
I'll bet he lightens the place up.
Hardly. Monsieur Boissy has been in a coma for the last 3 months.
What's wrong with Boissy?
He was involved in a very nasty accident. A silly stunt involving a unicycle. His current condition is due to post-traumatic shock. It's unlikely he'll ever perform as a clown again.
It's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Now let's check if we can...
Doctor,
What is it?
you haven't taken my blood pressure.
I showed it to you.
Seems fine to me.
You're not doing it right.
Of course I am.
No,
would you
you're
know?
not. Dr. Monroe never did it like that.
He doesn't know how to
I
do
can't
it.
take a satisfactory reading while you're excited like this. I'll come back later.
When I was in the military, I luckily could choose to do a rescue aid, sanitita, ambulance, education instead of going around and playing, shooting people or whatever bullshit. And I do remember that I learned how to take blood pressure, and that it was very weird for me because what you hear when you take blood pressure, at least that's how I remember, maybe I'm wrong, but when you take the blood pressure, you always get two values, which I could not even tell you now what the values mean anymore. I think one is, yeah, blood pressure, how high. The other is it the high and the low? I don't know anymore. But the weird thing is that you put in the air into this arm bandage, and then you release it. And at some point, you then hear a very significant heartbeat one time. And this is like the first value or so. And it sounded so weird to me the first time, like hearing this heart so explicitly. Yeah. But it was interesting. And then I remember on the first time, because then I was going with the Red Cross instead of...
Oh, doctor,
What now?
you didn't finish taking my blood pressure.
So I was driving with the Red Cross for a month before going back to finish up
Okay,
my...
let's try again.
I guess I have to ask someone how it really works to finish the military thingy. And so I think on the first or on the second day...
You don't have the first idea what you're doing, do you?
I don't have a clue
I'll
at
come
all.
back when you've recovered your manners.
Okay, I can't do anything as long as I didn't learn. So we get a call and we go and we drive to this address where it is, and there was an older lady who had just, I think she was unconscious, and someone called, and while we were going there she regained consciousness. But of course we had to check up on her if we should take her with us back to the hospital or not. And so the guys, my colleagues, they already saw that nothing is like bad or anything, and that I can actually go there and do all the stuff. And the first thing was checking her blood pressure. And I was so nervous. I sweated bullets, and then I put on the arm thingy in the wrong way. So of course I didn't actually even hear anything. I did it 3 times. Fucked it up every time. And then my elderly colleague said, yeah, that's fine. Let me check again. And he did it then in the correct way. And yeah. Such a small situation. But when you're not used to it, and when you think it's about the life of a person or so, it's just immensely stressful. Okay. Do we come out here? Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's go back and talk to the duck. Well, they probably know that I'm not a duck. Still, let's try it. I need information.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I'm a doctor. Can you teach me?
I'd like to return this
No,
device.
no.
Not to me, you don't. I don't touch medical equipment, especially if you've used it on sick people.
And I still
Thanks for your
need it.
help, ma'am.
You're
Can
welcome.
you teach me?
Hey,
Benny,
Benoit.
Bunny.
There's no need to shout. What do you want?
What do you know about this piece of equipment?
It's a device for measuring blood pressure.
Show me.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur. This is my first day here. I can't wait to get my hands dirty.
This.
I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean to get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Wow, but from what I've heard, at some point you're gonna.
What do you know about this piece of equipment?
It's a device for
Okay, he's not able to show me.
See you later.
Great.
Dottore?
Excuse me, sir.
You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bunny, come here, boy.
Boy. Come over
This
here,
is
boy.
Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
Do your own babysitting, Gramps. Who do you think you are, anyhow?
I am Felix Hagenmeier.
And may I say what an honor it is to meet you in person, sir. You are on my medical wall of fame. Right up there with Pasteur and Leary. I look on it as a privilege, no, an honor, to look after your nephew, sir.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
Okay.
So long, Hagenmeier.
Come here, Benny. You do the blood pressure thingy for me. No? Yep. Okay. What?
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
What for? Benny?
Hey, Benoit.
There's no need to shout. What do you want?
I want you.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. Are you ready with that pressure gauge?
Primed and ready to pump, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Go to him.
Use it on Eric Sopmarsh.
Okay.
And
Hey, Benoit.
Yes, sir?
Do you still have that gauge I gave you?
Ah, yes. What do you want me to do with it?
I don't know. Nothing. Or take this one.
Use it on Rene Croquet.
Okay.
Rene Croquet. How does he know that this is Rene Croquet without looking at the charts? Good. Everyone satisfied? Yes. Good.
I'm Dr. Stobbart.
Bonjour, doctor.
Docteur.
Have you heard of a guy called Marquet?
He's in quarantine, doc. Right behind this here door.
Marquet is just the man I wanted to see.
I wouldn't go in there if I was you. He has anthrax.
Hmm.
I have to visit my patient.
What for?
Routine. I have to check he's still breathing.
What if he's not?
I'll sign the certificate and register his bed as vacant.
That's a cold and distant attitude to death.
Well, I've been institutionalized to the point of godlike aloofness.
The white coat suits you.
Thanks. Have you seen any suspicious characters on the ward?
Yeah, I have.
A
Me.
gorilla and a weasel?
No, this was a tatty old bear.
Yeah.
How was the bear acting suspiciously?
Well, he was wearing a homburg.
Is that against the law?
No, but it's pretty weird for a bear.
It's an
Don't you think it's
Homburg.
possible that the bear was a man in disguise?
Well, obviously, I'm not completely stupid. But who would go to the bother of disguising himself as a bear?
To
It's not as
entertain.
if he'd blend in with the surroundings. I checked with base to see if any bears had been reported missing from the zoo or a traveling circus. They told me to sit tight until reinforcements arrive. I guess they're right. I'd be stupid to tackle a bear single-handed.
Well, I thought you knew that it's not a real bear. What now?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I have never seen him before.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No, it sounds Middle Eastern.
Are you Thomas Merlin of Gruber Electronics?
No?
Then you won't be needing this.
Shake my hand.
Would you like to shake hands?
What for?
As a gesture of goodwill.
On reflection? No.
No. Okay.
Catch you later, officer.
Au revoir, Doc. If you see that bear, kick him in the nuts.
Sure.
Rather you than me, pal.
Oh. Let's see. Okay. Let's talk to him. Oh, no. First the medical chart.
On the top of the chart was his name, Jacques Marquet. I didn't need to be a doctor to read the graphs. Marquet was dying.
Oops.
Marquet?
Yes. I'm Marquet. I've been expecting you.
Oh,
You
he
have?
sounds already dead.
What are you waiting for? Get it over with.
I just want to know what I should do with the gem.
The Stobbart gem.
Yeah, right here in my pocket.
I thought you were one of the assassin.
Assassin?
Not me. I never inhaled.
So, you were sent in my place?
Yeah. You could hardly make the trip to Ireland in your condition. What should I do with the gem?
Deliver it to the Grandmaster. Quickly tell him that I have found the tripod. Right here in
I already
Paris.
know
You have it?
that.
Not yet, but it's been taken care of. I hired a couple of stooges with a flair for petty crime.
Would that be Flap and Guido by any chance?
You know them?
We've met. What about the Hashashin?
Is more likely to have followed us there. He'll stop at nothing to prevent the reforging of this sword.
And that's bad, is it?
As for Klausner,
Syria.
he is gone off to Syria on a
New
wild goose chase.
Location, I
peace in
guess.
Syria?
He has a theory about the location of the...
That's enough excitement for one day, Monsieur Marquet. What are you doing here?
Talking to this patient, of course.
Monsieur Marquet is my patient. If Herr Hagenmeyer was to hear that.
Okay, I'm going. I'd learned all I could from Marquet anyhow.
Okay. So we need to deliver it to the Grand
Oh, there you are, sir. I was just coming to look for you.
Master.
Should you press your gauge?
Thank you.
Thanks, Bunny.
What's that
Uh-oh.
noise? It sounds as if someone's having a cardiac arrest.
It's all right. The doctor's in there with him.
No, the doctor is a killer.
Are you sure he was a doctor?
Oui, monsieur. He showed me his ID. It was Dr. Braille.
There's no Dr. Braille working here.
Dun,
He's an
dun,
imposter.
dun.
The door's locked. Help me, officer.
Stand back, monsieur.
Too late, my friend. Whoa.
I found Jacques Marquet.
Did he talk?
Yeah, he talked. For the very last time.
He's dead.
Yeah, killed in cold blood by a bogus doctor.
That's despicable. What kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying man? Was it Khan?
No, I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan. He got away, out the window. Have you ever heard of the Hsien?
No.
Marquet said that they were his biggest enemy.
His biggest enemy was the bogus doctor.
Don't remind me. That guy was evil. He had wild, staring eyes like a dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again. Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides, Marquet would have recognized him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives. He wouldn't have recognized the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduced themselves. Have you found out any more about the Knights Templar?
Yes, I have.
Ooh.
The guy responsible for the downfall was Philippe IV, the King of France.
We know.
Otherwise known as Philippe le Bel. Well, he is known to history as Philippe the Fair. But I doubt if the Templars called him that. I'm sure André will tell you all about him.
Okay.
Let's take another look.
Don't really have to. Okay. Then we're going back to the...
I guess I'd better go back and talk to that weirdo.
Which one, Rousseau or Sergeant Mou? Oh, were you referring to André?
I'll let you
meant
work it out.
André. Which means I have to go to everyone. Okay, of course I can tell Rousseau that Jacques Marquet was killed. Karashimilol. Let Let me wait. Let me ban you. I don't want any viewing bots. I rather stream for no one. Okay. Jacques Lemont. Jacques Marquis. Okay, let's go to the police first and tell them. And then go back to the museum.
Excuse me,
What do you want now?
have you ever heard of the Hashashin, Sergeant?
What was that?
The cult of the assassins.
What are you trying to say, Stobbart?
That the clown is a member of that cult.
I see. And what proof do you have?
The scar.
I arrived at my conclusion through logical deduction and
Pseudo-intellectual people.
Beefle
Leave the
baffle.
investigation of crime to those who know best. The police.
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah. I have to tell him
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
that Jacques is dead.
It's Stobbart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo.
Moo. Moo de moo. Moo de la moo de roo.
What now, monsieur?
What?
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known those two since they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu. Have you heard of Professor Pegram, the archaeologist?
Why is there
Molly
nothing about
Pegram,
Jacques?
the second son of Lord Barclay Pegram.
Well, I don't know. I only read about him in a magazine.
So much for the efficacy of rehabilitation. What has he done this time?
He made an important archaeological find in Ireland. Do you know Pegram well?
I have connections with the family, but I wouldn't say I knew him at all.
Is his name really Molly?
Of course not. That was the nickname he was given at school. All his friends and acquaintances know him as Molly.
Damn it.
So long, Inspector.
Why is the police not interested that a guy was killed? Why? Okay. Let's go to the museum. Museum. Oh, I like when stuff is grayed out. Here it is. We probably meet the two guys now who want to steal the
You
tripod.
have left it very late, monsieur. Late for what? NEC? I am closing the museum soon. You wouldn't like to get locked in. I can tell you, not in this gallery. Why not? It is haunted, monsieur.
You don't believe in ghosts, surely.
Oh, yes, I do. 7 years ago, a lad managed to hide in here. He made a bet with his friends, I suppose. When I found him in the morning, he was cold as ice and stiff as a board.
Well, what was the cause of death?
They said it was a brain tumor. But on his face was a look of stark, desperate terror such as I have never seen before.
Scary. Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
But whatever he was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
It's the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology. Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? No!
No.
That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
Which
How
is you.
sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
I see. We're gonna have
It
Indiana
strikes me
Jones
that to call
situation
your
here.
alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
It has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Pliciton.
The sign on the tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does
Yeah, it doesn't mention John Dee at all.
most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owe what little education I gained to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the chart was too small even for him to read, so he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you see? If I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history.
At your age? Dream on.
That was kind
What
of
can you
cute.
tell me about the collection of
That
coins?
he's so
A rare example
Simple.
of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay buried for centuries in a field on the outskirts of Paris. They're unique. Nothing like them has been found anywhere else in Europe.
I don't believe anything anymore that you're saying.
What can you tell me about the collection of coins?
A rare example of silver coinage from the reign of Philippe le Bel. That little old lay... They're unique.
Okay. Why is it still there and you're telling me the same thing again?
What can you tell me about the collection of pottery?
Those are remains of pots used by the original inhabitants of Paris.
Of
The
course.
Paris pot people.
When did they move out?
15,000 years ago, monsieur. Vanished in the mists of time. Didn't even have time to pack up their pots.
Okay, I like his history lessons more
Thanks
than
for
actual
your help.
history, I guess.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
Shorshi, tell me about
What can you tell me about Philippe
Lib
Lebel?
Lebel.
He was responsible for the extermination of the Knights Templar.
Mhm.
I know that, but why was Philip so hot to get rid of them?
Mostly because he wanted to get his hands on their treasure. He had an enormous debt and a lifelong war with England to fund. The trouble was, the Templars were a highly respected holy order.
If the Templars were so powerful, how did this Philippe dude wipe them out?
By underhanded, dishonorable means, of course. The Pope was Clement V, a Frenchman.
French, huh? Handy for Philippe.
Fate had nothing to do with it. He was Philippe's puppet, planted to further his political ambitions. Philippe wanted the wealth of the Templars and used Clement to get it.
So what was Philippe's plan? What happened?
Sealed orders were sent out all over France, not to be opened until the appointed day. That day was Friday, July 13th. That's the origin of our superstition regarding that date. At dawn, throughout the whole of France, the Templars were arrested. It was the biggest bust in the history of the world.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the Templars after their arrest?
Philippe was out for blood, so he handed the Templars over to the Inquisition. Not surprisingly, they confessed to a sensational and sordid list of blasphemies.
Like what?
Oh, the sort of things you read about in the gutter press? Devil worship, lewd sexual practices, spitting on the Holy Cross, that kind of thing.
Nothing
I must have
wrong
given
with
our
those
lawyer
three
some
things.
headaches.
Whether or not the accusations were true, this was not good publicity. Most of the charges were probably cooked up, but so were the Templars, literally. Hundreds of them were found guilty of heresy and flame-grilled at the stake. They died protesting their innocence.
But surely Philippe had no proof of his charges against the Templars.
A man will admit anything under torture. The Inquisition fabricated some nonsensical demon called Baphomet, and then suggested to their victims that this was what they worshipped.
But they didn't have to agree.
The records show a Templar coming to trial with both feet burnt off. Fragments of flesh and charred bone falling from the stumps. What would you not admit to stop such torment?
So there was no truth at all in the Baphomet accusations?
Not a shred. Almost every victim described the idol differently. No, Baphomet never existed outside the sick minds of the Inquisitors.
Interesting, because in German it's actually not called Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars, but Baphomet's Curse.
So Philippe stole the Templars' riches, huh?
Oh no, they weren't stupid. The king's troops marched first on the temple in Paris, then to the Templar home port at La Rochelle. There was no trace of the treasure, and the fleet of the Knights Templar had set sail.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin?
Why yes, it was a radical Muslim sect whose name became synonymous with murder. It was formed in 11th century Persia, shortly before the Crusades.
At roughly the same time as the Templars.
Yes, they gave a new word to our language, Assassini, the assassins.
How did the assassins get their name?
From the legend surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites. A young man who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams. He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The freshest water, the most delicious food, the choicest hash, and the most delectable women imaginable.
Cool. Do you have the address?
I haven't finished the story. There was a price to pay for this taste of paradise.
A finger.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world. He was told that he'd been given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs. A heaven he would enjoy for eternity if he was willing to join the Hashashin.
Ah, of course.
How did the assassins operate?
Well, as I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be instructed in the use of the dagger, poisons, and disguise. Then, the Grand
Plants
Master
and
of the sect
pixies.
would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless and deadly.
Does the cult of the assassins still exist?
Take a look around at the world today. You tell me.
I think you ought to know that the tripod is going to be stolen.
The Lochman tripod? No.
It's true. I can give you a description of the thieves.
Before the supposed event has taken place?
I heard them planning the raid.
They're wasting their time. The tripod is protected by a state-of-the-art alarm system.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Why don't you loan the tripod to me for safekeeping?
Because I'd never see it again.
Well, don't you trust me?
It's not a question of trust, George. That tripod is hundreds of years old and extremely fragile.
I get your point. Does the guy in this photograph look familiar to you?
No.
No.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Andre.
Not now, Georgie.
Not now, Josie.
Do you have any use for this, Andre? Shouldn't think so, Georgie.
About that.
Do you recognize this white powder, Andre?
No.
Okay, do I show him the gem?
Did I show you this gem?
Yes, you
Oh,
did.
I already did. And she's not
Thanks for your
interested
help,
in
Andre.
it?
You're welcome.
Okay. Oops. Clicked it too soon. He's gonna see me now.
Don't open it. Remember, the
The
burning
bending
kettle.
kettle! And now?
Don't open it.
Yes, just walk. Hmm. So Rosson, the police inspector, is he part of the Templars? Or is he part of the Assassins? Or... he doesn't belong to any of those. He does have some kind of connection to one of those two. Okay. That was not helpful. Then let's check Montfaucon again. Talk to him. What could I do?
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
I could show you that you
What
have
do you think of
heart
this?
A
problems.
blood pressure sleeve.
True.
Don't you want to know why I'm carrying it?
No. That would be dangerously similar to making inquiries. I might get a reputation for taking my job seriously.
Okay.
Do you know what this is?
Aha! You Americans with your notorious nose candy. I read
What?
Hollywood Wives. I know all about it.
If you tried to sniff this stuff, you'd wall up your nostrils. It's plaster of Paris.
It is. Thank heaven. For one awful moment, I thought I might actually have to arrest somebody. Hello, the paperwork. You have no idea.
Okay, he's like really lazy. How did he call it? Hollywood
I'll see
candy?
you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Or nose candy? Okay, I still can't do anything here. Let's try Nico again. No one she told me I should talk to helped me.
Hi.
Nico. You're not even looking up?
Hello, Josh.
Hello, George.
Labino explained who the Hashashin were.
Yeah?
The cult of the assassins.
Oh, boy.
That's all? Now?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Yeah. Maybe we find something here that I can... Oh. Ah, no, the gem needs to go on the tripod. I thought maybe we can use the gem in the church to see something. Maybe I can. If I put it into the rolled up map that I was looking through. I'm gonna try that later. First let's look at the bull thingy.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
Mm-hmm.
Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Mm-hmm. Nothing else.
The night scroll through my... There's a guy working... There's a... But the...
Okay, nothing new.
I have to go.
Okay. Good luck.
Let's try that. Because there's nothing in the museum right now. Should I talk to her? No. I can do nothing with the police officer at Montfaucon. You need to open the manhole. So maybe. And if not, what would it be then? What would it be? The scroll. Put the gem into the scroll, please. Ah, damn it. I thought I am smart. Maybe now he sees
Per
something.
disciplinum meum lux videbis. A bit of a stained glass window. Wow.
Wow.
Hoping for a big insight.
No.
Had been
No. And you still don't want to get the
I could
stuff.
have just taken, but I wanted it other
Yeah.
than
Shit. Nico said police and museum. Therefore, let's try the museum again. Even though I think there was no... Well, that is kind of an audio cue, isn't it? Let's talk to those two again.
Pardon me. Oui, monsieur?
Is that all you have to say? Okay, there's
forget it.
nothing. Nope. But
Pardon
still,
me. Oui, monsieur?
I'm gonna show you the new
Does
stuff.
this white powder mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Does this apparatus mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Non, monsieur.
I found this gem at a medieval site in Ireland.
That means nothing to me, monsieur.
How did you manage to get this job?
I had the right qualifications, a military manner, school week issues, and an irrational hatred of children.
That's perfect.
What can you tell me about
Yeah,
Daddy,
yeah, we
yeah,
know.
you-
Huh. Okay, nothing new.
Thanks
Yeah.
for your help.
What about I'm just touching it? Sounding the alarm.
Now, what did I tell you about touching the exhibits?
I should?
Was it you can touch all you want so long as your hands are clean?
Or that?
Not quite, monsieur. It was do not touch, not ever.
Oh yeah, that was it.
How about you go and while you pass me I'm touching it when you don't see?
As I reached toward the display case, a shrill piping filled the air. I froze, then tried to get myself together and act nonchalantly.
No, monsieur. No, et no.
Okay.
That's it? Come on.
There was nothing in the urn. Hi, Andre.
Hello,
You also don't have anything new for me.
Do you have any use for this, Andre?
shouldn't think so, Georgie.
Do you recognize this white powder, Andre?
No,
Wait a minute.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
you're welcome.
I never showed Rosson the gem, did I? I don't think so.
Excuse, what do you...
Rosso.
Is Ross...
Yes.
Yes, I...
One more.
Takes a bit long.
It's Stobbart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you.
Mou de la mou. De roux chou.
What now? What do you make of this, Inspector?
Astounding. Where did you come by a stone like that?
I was given it by a man in a bar in Ireland. Do you
True.
recognize the gem?
It is unfamiliar to me. If such a jewel had been stolen, I would know it for sure.
What do you make of this white powder, Rosso?
It is plaster.
Say, you're good. No.
Damn it. Huh.
Did I show you this photo?
Oui.
Absolutely.
Shit.
So long, Inspector.
Then let's try it with Mo again. Maybe for some weird reason he has better answers for me.
Excuse... What do you want?
Okay.
See you later.
Bye. Oh. Who knows? Maybe. He knows about the assassins.
Hello again.
Yes,
Because he was
Inspector.
in the desert. No, just dead.
Does this medical apparatus mean anything to you?
Of course, it is a device for measuring blood pressure.
True.
What does this powder mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Aha! Is it real? It must be worth a small fortune.
A very large fortune, I'd say. Do you know anything about it?
No, monsieur.
I have to be going.
Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
Okay, that was nothing. Here the cafe is boarded up, yeah. There's also nothing to find here anymore. No. In here? No. Nothing. We're not going into the sewers again because we just come out at the guy's hotel. Okay. Okay. Woo. Sorry. Long day. This game is heavy on the mind. So, Nico, not helpful. Police, not helpful. Museum, not helpful. Can I go to Syria? No. Oh, and Lokmaran is done. Bonjour. Okay. I have shown everyone everything. I have talked with everyone. The only one I haven't talked to is the psychic flower seller.
Oh, hi.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Hello, you.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collar's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man, tall and thin as a broomstick. He
Uh,
kept his face hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
How was he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You never saw Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
What a hunk.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
okay, so he was not the one
What does this apparatus mean to
who
you?
watched her.
The last time I saw one of those, I was about to go to the operating theater. The doctor told me there was nothing to worry about. I laughed in his face.
How come?
I can see the future, remember?
But you don't see your own future, I thought.
Does this powder mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
What do you make of this gem?
Very nice, chérie. A present for your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Nonsense. You and her were made for each other.
Well, let's see. Okay.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Okay, we can't go out on this side. Now I really have talked to everyone. There's something? No. No audio cue. If I'm going back to the museum, audio cue. Yeah, I believe we have to do something here in the museum. But what is it? What is it?
There was no obvious way into the building. A real macho guy would have plunged straight
Yeah,
in.
we know that. Let's check all the things again. Oh, maybe I can open it when he doesn't look.
Don't even think of climbing in there, monsieur. You'll be suffocated.
Suffocated.
I always wondered how it felt to be a mummy.
Okay, let's wait until he does not look anymore. Totem pole. This was... Oh, he's not looking. He's looking now. Damn it.
Do you have a fetish about closets, monsieur?
Yeah.
I just love
Maybe.
the smell of mothballs, I guess.
Watch out! You'll have that down on top of us!
Only if you... Wait. Maybe the
Touching an
tapestry.
object as rare and beautiful as that would have been the act of a barbarian. It was a tapestry of a lady, a lion, and a unicorn. If I'd had more time, I could have stared at it all day.
Doesn't tell me anything. Okay. Can you again look not in my direction?
Watch out! Watch out!
No. Maybe with some leverage. Damn it. Nothing to do.
No, monsieur.
Okay, he sees it no matter where he is. Crap.
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
Shorshi, you also don't have anything for me. Hmm. What am I missing?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay.
The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me.
Mauled. Okay, I opened the window. What
High
for?
above me was a window. The window was wide open.
It was wide open. He closed it now. Hmm. What is up with the window? And all the other stuff that I'm having. Can you smash that window? Nope. How about that? Hmm. 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 Hmm.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list.
Why does the job have to be stressy? It's fine if it's not. Ooh. Oh.
An architectural echo of the gallows that once used to stand here.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Fixed to the wall was a sign in 3 languages. An ornate fountain stood in one corner of the square. I'd have to come by here in the summer to see it working.
I need the tripod somehow. But I don't even understand what the puzzle is there. Makes sense. Can you get... No. Wait. Normal windows? What about them?
In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain.
Mm-hmm.
An enormous window.
An enormous window. Damn it! Museum. We need to do something in the museum. Maybe I need to burn something and open the window that the smoke comes in. Something I need to trigger because Guido and Flap are also coming. Yeah, 100%. Something here. But what? could it be? You guys are no help at all. Why can't I shake the totem pole? I wanna go into the sarcophagus. Oh, now I understand.
No, monsieur.
Okay.
I'm opening the window so that he closes the window and is not able to look. And then I'm going into the sarcophagus, hiding there until night comes. And we can steal the tripod. If that works. Bingo bango.
It is closing time, Monsieur Lobineau.
Oh yeah, it's closing
There
time.
just aren't enough hours in the day.
I feel
More
you,
than
bro.
enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Eh bien, see you tomorrow.
Good night, monsieur.
Perfect. Now the two come in. Yep.
Hey, Guido! Look at this!
Quit fooling around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
Totem pole.
What the? Who's there?
No one.
Let's get out of here!
Oh. Ouchie. Ooh. What? 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 So many. Where's Catwoman coming from? And who is Catwoman?
And when I woke up, I was at the police station. Luckily, I managed to persuade Rosso I was innocent.
Poor George.
What a
Is
mess.
she
I
Catwoman?
bungled the whole thing.
I don't think so. You made a pretty good job of distracting
Yeah,
those two
she-
crooks.
She.
But the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only one who can dress up in costume.
You mean
Perfect.
it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell, Nico. I could have been shot.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish you'd told me your plans. We're supposed to be in this together. And how come you dressed up like a pantomime cat?
Don't suck, Georgie.
Oh, rats. And don't call me Georgie.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the tripod. Aren't you going to try putting the gem on the tripod?
I guess so.
Let's do it. Put it on.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
The gem fits perfectly, but what does that prove?
You need to do it at a specific location, my
Maybe the
friend.
tripod has to be in a certain location.
There's nothing on the manuscript to indicate where, though, is there?
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from Andre Lobineau.
Oh, yeah. I hope you didn't mind me giving him your address.
Not at all. It was lovely to see him again. He was over the moon when I showed him the manuscript. It's not often he gets that excited. He made a sketch of the Knight's Christ to take back to the museum. I believe he's identified the family who bears that crest.
I sure hope so.
I know where the crest is.
What do you think the purpose of this tripod is?
On the manuscript, the gem is shown mounted on top of it.
So, we risked a criminal charge to steal a display stand?
Don't ask me. Maybe it's intended to hold the gem in a specific position.
You.
I have to go.
Already? You only just arrived.
Time and tide wait for no man.
Okay, I'll see you later.
The first time she was genuinely disappointed that I'm going. Interesting. Alrighty. We have the tripod. I'm going back to the museum. Let's see what's going on there. What is Lovinor telling me?
Hi, Andre.
Hello,
Georgie,
Georgie.
is het
What's with the long
tragedy?
face? Haven't you heard? The tripod was stolen.
Oh no.
No kidding. I just don't get it. So many other treasures, and the thieves choose the tripod.
A modern-day alchemist, perhaps?
Who knows? There's no shortage of crazies in Paris. Hey, I visited Nicole's apartment.
Yeah, she told me you came by.
Ooh, quite a fine Georgie boy. I didn't expect anything quite so sexy.
I hope you're referring to the manuscript.
Well, oui, of course.
Asshole.
What did you make of the manuscript?
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
We guessed that from the Templar seal.
It's a story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
Oh really? Thank you.
What story does the
Captain
manuscript tell?
Obvious.
I don't know. It
Wow.
was probably produced for the tourist market.
Tourists?
Oh, oui, pilgrims in their thousands on their way to Jerusalem. The tourist trade is nothing new, you know. It's been around for centuries. Ever since Joshua made a packet selling souvenir bricks from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras.
Who's he?
A Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time. The only thing I can be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
The writing on the shield, the reference to Ave Maria. No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Eh?
Can you identify the knight's coat of arms?
I already did, Georgie. He's
Georgie.
a member of the De Vasconcelos family from the Costa Calida.
Were they famous?
No, they're not mentioned after the 15th century.
Oh,
The spotlight of history moved on. They're probably long dead.
Or we maybe know a descendant of them. That's where
do you think the
Rousseau comes
manuscript
in.
could be the map to the Templar treasure?
Frankly, no. That's too far-fetched. The manuscript is interesting enough and a rare find, but that's all.
Wouldn't it be terrific if it was a map, though? The treasure of the Knights Templar.
A romantic notion, Georgie, but extremely improbable.
Improbable. Okay, I'm not gonna show you
Thanks
the
for your help,
tripod.
Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay. Then another stop at the police. Maybe Rousseau knows about the crest because he's really a member of that family.
Excuse stop. Inspector Rosso was completely satisfied with my explanation.
Ah, yes. You were accidentally trapped in an Egyptian sarcophagus.
happen to anyone.
Absolutely.
Indeed. As could being knocked unconscious by a wooden hammer. What do you want now?
Is Ross?
Yes?
Yes, I.
One moment.
One moment, monsieur. Let's talk to him again.
Stobbart.
Did he say?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Come on. A little faster, my friend, please.
What now, monsieur?
Of course not. Oh. Oh.
So long and
Bye. I thought you might like to know. They found our friend Pigram.
where did he turn up?
A little village on the Norwegian coast. The fish had made a meal of him, but the police pathologist identified the teeth.
Uh-oh.
Poor Molly. He had such dignity. It's hard to imagine him ending up as fish food.
Mm-hmm. Could it be that the family crest he identified is what is on the fire thingy on the matchbook?
Hello, Georgie.
Georgie?
Are you sure you don't know where Alamut is?
No.
Positive.
Okay. Damn it.
Thanks for your help on.
You're welcome.
Well, then we've done everything here. We've done everything at the police station. We have... Oh. Things are
I have no
happening.
desire to talk to the crowd.
Is he bad? Clown, I mean, he must be bad.
Hello again, officer.
Hello again, monsieur.
Monsieur? Okay, you have nothing here.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Yes. The juggler.
Hey, you with the balls.
Oui.
Oui.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
Le Templier? Ah, the last Grand Master, Jacques de Molay, was burnt on an island in the Seine in 1314.
Wow, you're pretty well educated for a juggler.
It stands on the
No, monsieur.
sign.
I read it on that board over there.
True.
How did you learn to be a juggler?
Juggler? What is this juggler?
It's you. You juggle, that makes you a juggler.
Oh, I am a jongleur.
A jongler? What's that?
That's the
A
European
jongleur
word for
is
it.
an artist, a master of the contragravity Europe-Atlantic mysteries. In centuries past, the courts of the crowned of Europe had the jongleurs, witty, erudite men to whom the monarchs turned in their hours of need.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Our enemies are at the borders, plague ravages the land, and the peasants are revolting. Thank God we've got Chuckles the Jongler to throw his balls around. I don't think so. That juggling doesn't look so difficult.
Oh, it does not. Does it not? Perhaps you feel you could do better. No?
I'll give it a
Yeah.
try.
Be my guest.
Hello,
no idea what I was
George
doing. This
Stobbart.
guy was obviously an idiot, so how difficult could it be?
You're a
A
bad
lot more
chocolate,
difficult than I
George.
thought. That's how difficult. Still, it was my big chance to be derided by complete strangers.
Not so easy after all, is it?
No, I
Maybe.
guess not. Look, a red nose.
Ah, you are a clown.
A clown?
It's
No.
okay, George.
If so, you would be a much better jongleur.
For a moment, an idea capered around near the spotlight of my
You
attention,
have a lot
but
of
fell
wits.
down the
That is
pothole
more
of
important.
abstraction before I could focus on it.
Okay, maybe he saw that
Have
guy.
you seen this man before?
No.
No. Do you know Merlin?
Does this lab pass mean anything to you?
You work in a lab.
No, try again.
You steal lab passes.
True.
No. Well, not as a habit. This was a special case.
Shake my hand.
It didn't seem right to fry somebody's palm when they make their living with their hands.
True. Okay.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
You smoke.
No, I don't.
In that case, it means nothing to me.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I will let him struggle and I will give him another ball.
Hi again.
No? Okay.
Oui?
Look, a red...
Are you?
Whoopity-doo. Okay, not that, but there's something I have to do with that guy later. Okay. We have now the tripod and the gem. Can we actually put them?
No.
Really? Okay. Tripod. Huh. There's actually nothing I can do with that tripod here. That is right, and was my intention, George. It's a wordplay on my beautiful hair and my actual surname. So, I came here but I can't do anything here. Yeah, but only, of course, only by looking at the series and not by consuming blue crystal. How's it called? Sky blue? I think sky blue. It's so weird that the music is gone.
I had no desire to talk to the crowd.
Okay. Juggler, something is going on with you. We're gonna talk about everything now.
Oui? What is it this time?
Do you need
Does
that?
this grease paint mean anything to you?
A red nose? And now grease paint? You are sure you are not a clown?
Well, I was distracted by the idea again. Caper, caper, caper. Plummet. No. Gone again.
I didn't get that.
This gadget is a sewer key.
I do not want it. Thank you.
Well, I'm not selling it. I just wanted your opinion.
It is hardly my area of expertise.
I would actually like to use it.
This
No,
gadget...
It is.
I would like to use it.
Feast your eyes on this.
Incroyable. Is it real?
I think so.
Some people believe that great gems always have curses upon them.
Oh, that's garbage.
That's called greed.
Although, now that I think about it, both of the people who had this before me disappeared in mysterious circumstances.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the guy who was supposed to get this was shot and then murdered in his hospital bed. Do you want it?
No, thank you.
How about some plaster?
Does this plaster interest you?
Well,
Forget it. Forget that I asked.
Again,
What do you think of this?
joke I
it is
didn't
a
get.
medical device.
Did he
oui?
think it's drugs?
Wait, yes. I've got a medieval tripod.
And my Uncle Claude has hemorrhoids. So what?
True. Both not very interesting.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, let's try now if maybe the people are blocking the view. No, they
Hey.
don't.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing? Leave that cover alone. Now.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
Okay. Nothing to do here. Probably need her balloon. The juggler also doesn't take anything from me. I cannot trip him up with an additional ball. In the church, I also can't do anything because... Yeah, because we still don't know anything. I cannot get him away from this place.
Hello?
Oh.
What do you think of the juggler?
Ah, he is excellent, most
Excellent.
watchable.
But he's blocking the thoroughfare and obstructing traffic.
So, he is amusing. The traffic isn't. If he wants to block it, who am I to say no?
You're a cop.
Ah, oui. So I'm... Ah, well...
So you're not gonna do anything about this guy?
No.
He probably doesn't even have a license.
Ah, a license. This I had not considered.
So what are you gonna do?
The instant I return to the station, I shall check.
Come on.
Return to the station? Why not just ask him?
And spoil his concentration? What kind of a barbarian do you take me for?
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Oui, monsieur. I'll be there.
Okay. 3 things now come to mind. Again, going to the police station to tell them about this guy, and they call him back. Going to Nicole, looking at the thing again, at the scroll, the manuscript, and going back to the museum. And the sound is again like something I should do here. I'm just showing Lovino that I found the tripod.
Hi, Andre.
Hello.
Probably not a good idea.
Oh, Andre?
Oh.
What would you say if I told you I knew who'd taken the tripod?
I'd call the police and have them arrested.
That's what I thought.
Who was it?
Oh, I don't know, really. It was just a hypothetical question.
That's too bad. If I could get my hands on
Yes,
the thief,
George.
I'd wring
I
his
did
neck.
play the original game. But I actually really don't remember how old I was or how long it has been. And I also don't remember if I played the original or the remaster. Yeah, I know, the tab thingy. Always when I come into new places and meet new people, I'm switching. It's actually, I don't know. I mean, it's nice, the new graphic, and you see more and everything, but this just has something. It's I don't know. It just kind of looks, it doesn't look better, but it looks
Thanks for your help, Andre.
nicer, but
You're
it's harder to
welcome.
play, so yeah, it had a good vibe, that's true. So you played the original? I mean, probably with your name. Okay, so nothing here now. Then, like I said, Nico. So you probably also
Hey, sweetie
remember
again.
his point what to
Hi,
do.
George.
Not that I would need any help. Oh,
Look,
I really
about that
don't.
tripod.
I hope you're still not angry with me.
Oh no, not really.
Did you just say still not angry
That was
with me?
some feat. Abseiling through the skylight, I mean.
I haven't done anything like that since I was at school.
You were great. But next time you plan a stunt like that, please warn me.
How long did it take you to figure out the puzzle with Billy the goat in Ireland? And did you figure it out on your own?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Wow, it is gone.
That's the tripod we borrowed from the museum.
True.
That's the gem that Pegram found in Lochmarn.
True.
There's a woman, but
Nothing new.
the nights through my...
Nothing new.
There's a between...
Why was there an audio cue?
There's a woman, but the
Okay. Was probably just a coincidence. I think... Did I show you the... Yes, I did.
Can you think of any use for this?
I
That's a
didn't.
thing for measuring blood pressure, isn't it? What are you
Yes.
doing with that?
I picked it up in the hospital. It could be useful.
More than an
You ought
hour.
to take it
Yeah,
back.
sounds right.
Don't you feel guilty?
Did you
No.
get it then on your own? Because if yes, respect to that. I mean, they did something similar now with the museum about the timing, about opening the window first and then going into the sarcophagus. Respect that you did it on your own. It was last week, last week in the stream, and I went nuts. And
I have to go.
Okay.
after some time, I googled it because I knew that it was such a famous or infamous puzzle, and yeah. Normally I'm not one to Google stuff, but since I knew it was hard.
Hello, my handsome friend.
Hello. You also have nothing new from me. I just show you the tripod.
Do you know what this tripod was used for?
I couldn't imagine.
Marching. That was not very French now.
What do you make of this gem?
Very nice, chérie.
Oh, chérie. Okay. Also no help.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. Back to the policia. They cannot even call them back because we have the 90s and no one has a phone.
Maybe not.
I'm not going into details, but I'm from a German-speaking part of Europe. So actually only 3 countries where you can choose from. Where are you from?
Is Rosso here?
Yes.
Russell.
Yes, I do.
One moment.
Oh, one moment, sir. No, not
It's
Switzerland.
Stobbart, monsieur.
To left.
He insists on talking to you again.
Thank you, Moo.
A moo, a della, moo, shoo. But actually we already
What
showed him
now,
everything, so... Did I show him the tripod? I tried to. Also with the jam, we showed it to him. Damn it. Oh. I thought... that we surely cracked it.
So long, Inspector.
When the juggler, the jongleur, came, Now that they told us that they found... Oh my god. Yes. Because Rousseau told us that they found him here. No. Wait. Why exactly are we in Spain? Where that information came from? Huh. Okay. Let's have a little look around before I'm ending the stream. The gardener.
Hi, is this the De Vasconcelos house?
Who wants to know?
I could tell the old coot was gonna be trouble. My name's George Stobbart. I was wondering whether...
The house is not open to the public.
This is the De Vasconcelos house.
And what business is that of yours, senor?
I would also like to
All I
know.
want is to speak to the head of the household.
There is no household. Only the Countess and myself.
Tell me about the Countess de Vasconcelos.
She doesn't receive guests.
Vasconcelos. Where's that
That's
name
all you
coming
need to
from?
know.
You don't even know what I have to talk to her about.
She hasn't won the lottery, has she?
The emblem on the knight's shield on the parchment. Yeah, but the emblem on the knight's shield was just the cross for the Knights Templar. Was it maybe because André Lobineau from the museum, he was talking about the emblem? Yeah, Lobineau. Ah, okay. So that is the descendants of the unknown Templar family.
Yeah,
Got that.
that's
Thanks.
it. The Countess has won the lottery, and I'm here to give her the check.
Marvelous. May I see it?
No. Yeah, I mean, no, I have to deliver it to her in person.
The Countess doesn't do the lottery.
Oh, for crying out loud, why'd you lead me on then?
To amuse myself. To make you look a fool. To make you go away.
Well, you could just use the the
What
host.
do you know about the Templars?
Who wants to know?
Are you angling for a bribe or something?
You have nothing that I want, senor, except the pleasure of your absence.
The guy was obviously protecting the Countess against the whole world. But why?
Well, why? Because he's in love. Do you know that?
Do you recognize this matchbook?
I don't smoke.
About him.
Do you recognize this man?
No,
Shake my hand.
Would you like to shake hands?
I do not think so, senor.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll see you around.
Adios.
Adios. Let's see what else. Archway, the villa. Of course, an open doorway, but we can't do anything. I probably gonna have to turn off your... it's inside of the house. Okay. We're gonna turn off your water.
I didn't like the idea of carrying 30 yards of hose around me, so I left it alone.
Maybe we can... There it is. No, nothing to bind it with. Okay. Let's see. Probably doesn't allow me to get in there. Yeah.
Hey, you.
Yeah? What is it?
You would not like it if people just wandered into your home, would you?
Well, no, I guess not.
Then show a little consideration.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry, I played too many RPGs where it's normal to just bust into houses. What am I streaming usually? Actually, everything I'm just having the mood for, but mostly single player. So now on stream I played Broken Sword, Resident Evil 2, Mafia 2, the Definitive Edition. Yeah, like I said, everything that is single player that interests me has either a good story or good gameplay, and is also not too long. Because since I'm streaming mostly like 2 days a week,
It was then I realized
it
I'd
doesn't
left
make
home
sense to
without
start
my
a big
pocket
RPG. Oh, you're following me. That's very nice. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to start a big RPG with 40 or 100 hours. Even though I would love to, because RPGs are definitely
The
one
main
of
part
my
of the house was
favorite
old,
games.
but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Okay, I can't get in. Actually, I have to press again what he said.
It was then I realized I'd left home without my pocket siege engine. That didn't look like a good way in. A portcullis says things a no trespassing sign never can.
Okay. Am I allowed to go there? Probably not. He's making a rainbow. Oh, I am. Okay. I did not expect that. Yeah, the trees do not look so nice in the original. Do you have your statue? Statue, the doorway. Nothing here. See if there's something around the corner before we try to go in. The Templars. Oh.
I didn't want to mess with the building. From a distance, I thought it might be a summer house. Close up, I wasn't so sure.
More like a mausoleum.
Over the doorway was a statue of a hooded figure bearing a cross.
Can you open?
Rats. It's locked. The door was a handsome piece of work, in keeping with the ornateness of the rest of the building.
Okay. Okay, that is all. What if I show him the tripod? Maybe he realizes that it's something about the Templars, and he lets me speak to her. Ah.
Hello again.
Hello.
You again.
Yep, and it's a real bonus to see your smiling face, too. What do you think of this tripod?
I think nothing of it.
What do you make of this?
So that's it. You're a salesman.
It's of course.
If I was hawking medical supplies, I can think of better places to hawk them. Have you got any use for a fistful of plaster?
No.
See this gem? Men have died for it.
Do I look as if I care?
This lab pass mean anything to you?
Nothing.
Nothing. The rest we tried.
Do you know what this is?
See, I have a similar tool for opening culverts on the estate.
Is that a clue?
I don't suppose this red nose means anything to you, does it?
Ah, El Flojo.
El who?
El Flojo. He is a clown on state television.
Oh, is he any good?
He is as funny as scabies, without the laughs.
Look at this tissue.
It's a tissue with some greasy muck on it.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I'll be going for now.
Adios, senor.
Okay, so We need to find something to occupy him with so that I can go in and do something with the hose. Maybe it's even outside here. But since I am now in 2 hours, I will do that next time. And that will be tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European Time. So, George, if you have time and if you like, join me again. Would be very nice to see you again. Thank you for the follow. It's very nice of you. Have a good rest of the day. A good rest of the night or day, depending on where you're from. And yeah, would be nice to see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.